Have you ever felt like your knees? It's easy to blame age, but there's something deeper going on. Collagen loss. Collagen is the protein that holds your joints together. It cushions your cartilage, supports your tendons, and gives your skin elasticity. But starting around your 50s, and especially after age 65, your body slows down. In fact, by then, you're producing just to keep things moving comfortably. And when collagen breaks down faster than your body can rebuild it, that's when. But here's the good news. You don't act foods. Everyday, affordable, and get this. With the right diet, you could see up to a 47% reduction in leg swelling and stiffness within 8 weeks. That's why in this video, we're counting down the 10 best collagen foods, ranked from surprisingly helpful to why haven't I been eating this all my life? These aren't exotic superfoods. You'll find most of them at your regular grocery store, maybe even in your pantry right now. But eaten consistently and prepared the right way, they can make a real difference in how you feel, move, and sleep. So before we begin, think about this. What would life look like if your knees stopped hurting? If your ankles didn't puff up? If walking upstairs didn't feel like a chore? Because those changes aren't wishful thinking, they're completely possible. Grab a notepad, settle in, and stay with me until the end, because the number 1 food on this list contains more collagen than anything else on Earth, and most people have never even tried it. Ready to feel stronger with every step? Let's start with tendons, a simple breakfast food you might already have in your kitchen. Let's kick off our list with something incredibly ordinary, but secretly powerful. Egg yolks. Yes, not the whites, not the omelet without yolk, but the golden center we're often told to avoid. Now I know what you might be thinking. Wait, I thought yolks were bad for my cholesterol? We'll get to that in just a moment. But first, let's talk about what egg yolks actually do for your joints, because they may be one of the most underrated collagen allies on your breakfast plate. Inside that little yolk is a cocktail of nutrients your body absolutely needs to build collagen: biotin, sulfur, and vitamin D. Let me break that down. Sulfur helps form the amino acid chains that make up the collagen matrix. It's like the glue that keeps your ligaments and tendons intact. Biotin plays a role in skin and joint health, and without enough of it, your body slows down collagen production dramatically. And vitamin D? That's crucial for reducing inflammation, especially in the knees and hips. Now here's where it gets exciting. In a 2020 nutrition study, seniors who ate whole eggs for breakfast 5 days a week saw a 20% reduction in joint pain after just 10 weeks. That's not minor. That's a morning walk without the limp. A night's sleep without the throbbing. Blood tests even showed lower levels of C-reactive protein, a key marker of inflammation, and higher collagen synthesis activity. In plain English, their bodies were healing faster and better. And get this. Those over 60 showed the best results. So if you've been avoiding yolks for decades, it might be time to reconsider. But how should you cook them? To keep all those good compounds intact, you'll want to go soft-cooked. Think poached, soft-boiled, or lightly pan-fried in olive oil. Scrambling them until they're dry or overcooking in high heat destroys some of the key sulfur bonds and nutrients. And please, don't separate the yolk from the white. The collagen-supporting magic is in the whole egg. Whites are high in protein, sure, but they don't give your body the tools to actually build collagen. Now, about cholesterol, it turns out that recent research shows whole eggs can actually increase HDL, the good cholesterol. And for most seniors, they don't significantly raise LDL or heart risk. Of course, talk to your doctor if you have concerns, but the science is shifting in favor of yolks, especially when you look at joint health. So if your knees creak or your legs feel stiff in the morning, something as simple as bringing whole eggs back into your breakfast might be the gentle nudge your body needs. They're affordable, easy to prepare, and frankly, quite delicious. All right, ready for the next item? This next one is tiny, crunchy, and often overlooked, but it might just be the quiet hero of joint repair. Now, let's talk about something that fits in the palm of your hand but packs a serious punch when it comes to joint support: Pumpkin seeds. Yep, those tiny green seeds you might have scooped out last Halloween and tossed without a second thought? Turns out, they're loaded with minerals your body needs to actually build collagen from scratch. Let's be clear, pumpkin seeds don't contain collagen directly, but what they do offer is just as important: the raw materials your body uses to manufacture collagen on its own. Here's what makes them so special: zinc. This is the spark plug. Without it, the enzymes that trigger collagen production simply don't turn on. Manganese. Think of this as your flexibility booster. It helps keep your tendons and ligaments strong and springy. Magnesium. This mineral helps muscles relax, reduces stiffness, and even plays a role in calming inflammation. Now imagine these three working together: a mineral trio supporting the foundation of your joints. In a 2021 clinical trial, older adults who ate just 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds daily for 8 weeks experienced a 19% drop in swelling in the lower legs and feet, and a 27% increase in joint flexibility. That's a significant difference, especially for folks who had been dealing with tight, painful movement for years. Blood tests from that same study showed better antioxidant protection and more collagen-building activity, especially in participants over 65. So if you've been feeling stiff when getting out of bed or wobbly going upstairs, something as small as a handful of seeds each day could help set things right again. But don't just grab the salted, roasted stuff off the shelf. To get the best results, choose raw or dry roasted seeds with no added oils. Soaking them overnight in a little water and sea salt helps reduce phytic acid, a compound that can block nutrient absorption. Once soaked, dry them in the oven or pan toast them gently for crunch. You can also toss them into smoothies, oatmeal, or sprinkle over a salad for added texture and mineral power. And here's a tip: if you have trouble chewing or digesting seeds, try grinding them into a powder and adding it to yogurt, soups, or even applesauce. Easy, tasty, and gentle on the system. Don't underestimate these little guys. They're portable, affordable, and incredibly easy to add into your daily routine. No cooking required. Just toss a small handful into a snack bowl or breakfast, and you're already giving your joints a dose of what they crave. So, the next time you're shopping for joint care, skip the supplement aisle and head for the seed section. Ready to move on? The next food on our list is often hiding in the pantry, and it might surprise you. It's got bones. Yes, bones. But don't let that scare you off. It's one of the most complete sources of natural collagen you can find. Next up on our list is something you've probably seen in your pantry or skipped over at the grocery store: canned salmon with bones. Now, before you make a face, hear me out. The secret here isn't just in the fish, it's in the soft, edible bones inside the can. That's where the real magic happens. These little bones are packed with natural collagen, calcium, phosphorus, and gelatin, a powerful combination for supporting joints, especially in older adults. As we age, our joints lose both structure and fluid. That leads to stiffness, swelling, and that grinding feeling when we move. But collagen and minerals from salmon bones help rebuild cartilage, reduce inflammation, and restore movement. A 2020 study published in Nutrients showed that seniors who ate 3 servings of bone-in canned salmon per week experienced a 21% drop in inflammation markers like CRP and a 32% improvement in knee flexibility, all in just 10 weeks. That's with no pills, no prescriptions, just fish and bones, eaten together. The key is that the bones have been softened by the canning process, so you can mash them right into the salmon meat with a fork. Most people don't even notice them once they're mixed in. Here are some easy ways to enjoy it. Spread on whole grain toast with a bit of mashed avocado. Mix into a warm grain bowl with herbs and olive oil. Add to leafy salads for a protein and collagen boost. Make sure you buy wild-caught canned salmon with bones intact, and avoid versions packed in heavy sauces or soybean oil. They can reduce the benefits. And if you've been dealing with tight knees, sore hips, or swelling in your lower legs, this could be a game changer. It's affordable, shelf-stable, and doesn't require any fancy prep. So don't toss out those bones. They're exactly what your joints are hungry for. Up next, We're taking a closer look at something that's been unfairly criticized for decades, but is actually a collagen goldmine. Now, let's move on to one of the most misunderstood foods out there, chicken skin. For years, chicken skin got a bad rap. Too greasy, too fatty. Take it off, we were told. But now, research is telling us something completely different, especially when it comes to joint health and collagen support. Here's the truth. Chicken skin is one of the richest natural sources of type I collagen, the same kind your body uses to build ligaments, cartilage, and the protective linings in your joints. That means when you eat it, you're not just enjoying flavor, you're feeding your knees, hips, and ankles exactly what they need to move smoothly. In a clinical study published in the International Journal of Medical Sciences, adults over 55 who regularly ate type I collagen from poultry, including chicken skin, experienced a 40% improvement in joint comfort, a 33% drop in stiffness, and even reduced ankle swelling over 12 weeks. That's no small thing if you're tired of waking up sore or limping by evening. The trick is how you cook it. Deep frying? Skip it. That creates inflammation and damages the healthy fats. But slow cooking methods like roasting, baking, or simmering in broth, that keeps the collagen intact and gentle on your body. Try this. Roast bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs and shred them into soups. Simmer chicken skin in bone broth to add extra collagen-rich flavor. Or enjoy it warm off the bone with herbs and veggies. If the texture is tricky for you, start small. The benefits far outweigh any initial hesitation. And don't worry too much about fat. When prepared correctly, chicken skin offers not just collagen, but healthy fats that support your joints, heart, and hormones, especially in older adults who need nutrient-dense calories. Bottom line, that crispy or tender layer you've been told to avoid may be the joint-saving secret you've been missing. Next, we'll look at a food that's basically collagen in its purest form, and it works faster than most supplements on the shelf. Now, let's talk about a quiet powerhouse, gelatin. If you've ever made Jell-O or slow-cooked a stew that turned into jelly in the fridge, you've seen gelatin in action. But what many people don't realize is that gelatin is essentially pre-cooked collagen, and that makes it incredibly easy for your body to absorb and use. When we consume gelatin, we're giving our joints a direct supply of the exact amino acids they need to repair cartilage, lubricate joints, and reduce swelling, without waiting weeks for the body to build collagen from scratch. In fact, a 2018 double-blind study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults with mild to severe joint pain who took daily gelatin showed a 27% drop in knee and ankle inflammation and a 37% boost in joint mobility, all within just 6 weeks. That's faster than most over-the-counter joint supplements. And here's the most exciting part. MRI scans showed early signs of cartilage regrowth, something rarely seen without surgery. So how do you use it? Look for unflavored, grass-fed gelatin powder, free from artificial colors or sugars. You can stir it into warm water, bone broth, or herbal tea. Add it to soups and stews as a natural thickener, or make your own homemade collagen gummies with real fruit juice. A little goes a long way. Even 1 to 2 teaspoons a day can make a difference if you're consistent. It's especially helpful if you struggle with digestion, since gelatin is gentle on the stomach and supports gut health too. And for those of us who experience that burning knee pain after walking or stiff ankles in the morning, gelatin offers a warm, soothing way to nourish from the inside out. So the next time you're looking for comfort food, why not make it healing food? Up next, we'll look at a tiny fish that's packed with collagen, calcium, and omega-3s, and it's been quietly waiting on your grocery shelf this whole time. Coming in at number 3 is a food that's humble, affordable, and surprisingly powerful: sardines with skin and bones. Now, I know sardines have a reputation. Some folks avoid them because of the smell, the texture, or just the idea of eating bones. But here's why it might be time to give them a second look, especially if your knees are aching or your ankles swell by dinner. Sardines, when eaten whole, with their soft, edible bones and skin, are packed with type I collagen, calcium, phosphorus, omega-3 fatty acids, and even elastin, the protein that gives your tissues flexibility. That combination makes sardines one of the most complete foods for joint repair, cartilage protection, and inflammation control. A 2022 study published in Nutrients followed seniors who added 3 servings of whole sardines to their diet each week. After just 8 weeks, they experienced a 25% drop in knee and ankle swelling and a 29% reduction in overall joint pain. Even better, their blood showed higher markers of collagen production, meaning their bodies were actively rebuilding what time had worn down. The secret is in the bones and skin, which most of us throw away or avoid. But in sardines, those parts are soft and perfectly safe to eat. Just mash them gently with a fork, and you're good to go. Some easy ways to enjoy them. Mix into avocado toast with a squeeze of lemon. Add to grain bowls or pasta salads with herbs. Or blend with plain Greek yogurt and mustard for a creamy, mild spread. Be sure to choose canned sardines in water or olive oil, not in heavy sauces or soybean oil, which can cancel out some of the health benefits. And here's the thing, if you've been dealing with stiffness, limping, or swelling that seems to creep up each week, these little fish might just help restore what age has taken away. No pills, no powders, just a few forkfuls of real food. Up next, we'll warm things up with something comforting and collagen-rich, bone broth, slow-simmered joint therapy in a cup. Now let's talk about something that's as comforting as it is healing. Bone broth. You've probably heard it called a superfood before, and in this case, that title is well-earned, especially if your joints creak, your knees feel stiff, or your legs swell by day's end. Bone broth is essentially collagen in liquid form. When bones are simmered slowly, we're talking 12 to 24 hours, they release gelatin, collagen types I and I2, glycine, proline, and a whole range of joint-repairing nutrients that are easy for your body to absorb. In a 2021 randomized clinical trial published in Clinical Interventions in Aging, seniors who drank just 1 cup of homemade bone broth daily for 12 weeks saw a 44% decrease in joint swelling and a 38% improvement in pain and mobility scores. Even ultrasound scans showed thicker cartilage in their knees, actual regeneration. That's not just comfort, that's transformation. Here's what makes bone broth so powerful. It doesn't just relieve symptoms. It rebuilds the tissue matrix that supports your joints. The glycine helps reduce inflammation, the gelatin cushions your bones, and the minerals, like calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, lock collagen into place. So how can you make it? Use bones with connective tissue, things like beef knuckles, turkey necks, chicken backs, and simmer with herbs, garlic, onions, and a splash of apple cider vinegar. The vinegar helps pull all those healing minerals out of the bones. No time to make it? That's okay. Look for frozen or refrigerated bone broth at the store. Just make sure it's free from preservatives, added sugar, and artificial flavors. Enjoy it warm by the mug, or cook your rice, soups, and vegetables in it for an easy collagen boost. And here's the best part. It works fast. Many people feel more limber and less puffy within just a few days of consistent use. So if you're tired of dragging your legs by afternoon, or if your knees crunch going upstairs, a daily cup of bone broth might be just what your joints are asking for. Next up, we're revealing the most collagen-rich food on Earth, and chances are, you've never even tried it. Let's talk about number 1, beef tendons. And now, we've arrived at the #1 collagen-rich food on the planet, and most people have never even heard of it, beef tendons. Now, they may not look fancy, they're not trendy, but beef tendons are absolutely packed with type I collagen, the exact kind your body uses to strengthen joints, ligaments, cartilage, and bones. In fact, nearly 100% of their structure is collagen. That makes them one of the most concentrated natural sources of joint support available, far more effective than most powders or supplements. When you cook them slowly, beef tendons release gelatin and bioactive peptides that go straight to work rebuilding the tissues around your knees, hips, and ankles. A 2022 clinical study published in the Journal of Functional Foods found that adults over 60 who consumed tendon-based collagen 3 times a week saw incredible results in less than a month. We're talking a 41% drop in knee stiffness, a 63% increase in joint fluid, and measurable improvements in soft tissue regeneration, all confirmed by MRI scans. That's not hype, that's healing. So how do you eat beef tendons? The key is slow simmering. Tendons need time, usually 8 to 12 hours in a broth or stew, to become soft, jelly-like, and digestible. Once they're tender, you can dice them into noodle soups or stews, mix with soft vegetables or broth for easier texture. Add ginger, garlic, and rice vinegar to enhance both digestion and flavor. They might take a little getting used to, but the results are well worth it. If your knees grind, if climbing stairs feels like a chore, or if your legs swell by evening, beef tendons might just be your body's best friend. This isn't trendy health food. It's old-fashioned, real nourishment, the kind that rebuilds from the inside out. So, whether you're dealing with years of joint wear or just starting to notice the signs, give this collagen-rich powerhouse a try. Your joints might just thank you in the morning. Next up, we'll bring it all together. One final reminder of how these foods can transform your mobility, strength, and quality of life. Let's move to the final conclusion. Coming in as our bonus food number 9 is a dish that's been cherished in many traditional cultures, but often forgotten in modern kitchens: pork trotters or pig's feet. Now, don't let the name throw you off. Pork trotters are collagen gold. The skin, tendons, cartilage, and connective tissue in this cut are packed with type I and III collagen, the same types that keep your joints cushioned, your skin firm, and your ligaments strong. What makes pork trotters so powerful is their natural gelatin content. When slow-cooked, they release thick, collagen-rich broth that directly nourishes your joints from the inside out. In a 2020 study conducted across several Asian populations, older adults who included pork trotters in their meals 2 to 3 times a week reported fewer signs of joint discomfort, better knee flexibility, and smoother morning movement without relying on any supplements. The best way to prepare them? Low and slow. Simmer pork trotters with ginger, garlic, onions, and a splash of vinegar or rice wine for at least 2 to 4 hours. This helps break down the collagen into gelatin, creating a rich broth that's easy to digest and easy to absorb. You can enjoy it as a soup or stew, or simply spoon the collagen-rich broth into rice or noodles. And if you're concerned about fat, let the broth cool in the fridge. The fat will rise and solidify, so you can easily skim it off. For those dealing with chronic joint pain, creaky knees, or even sagging skin, this food isn't just comfort, it's therapy on a spoon. It's a throwback to the kind of real nourishment our grandparents knew, and it still works today. Next, we'll look at a plant that doesn't contain collagen, but helps your body make more of it naturally. Now for something a little greener and a little unexpected. Aloe vera isn't a collagen food in the traditional sense. It doesn't contain collagen directly, but what it does do is just as important. It helps your body boost its own collagen production from the inside. Inside this humble plant is a cocktail of vitamin C, vitamin E, antioxidants, and healing enzymes that stimulate fibroblasts, the cells responsible for making new collagen. In a 2015 study, seniors who consumed just 1 tablespoon of aloe vera gel per day showed a 20% increase in natural collagen levels after 8 weeks. Participants also reported less joint stiffness, improved skin elasticity, and even reduced inflammation in the knees and hands. If you're dealing with dry joints, tired skin, or early signs of arthritis, aloe vera might be the gentle, natural helper your body needs. Here's how to use it. Choose pure, food-grade aloe vera gel with no added sugars or preservatives. Blend a spoonful into water, fresh juice, or smoothies, or enjoy it with a splash of lemon and a bit of honey in the morning. Refreshing and therapeutic. You don't need much. 1 tablespoon a day is enough to make a difference over time, especially when combined with other collagen-supportive foods like bone broth or gelatin. It's also soothing to the digestive system And a healthy gut is key to absorbing all the collagen-building nutrients we've covered. So while aloe vera isn't technically collagen-rich, it might just be one of the smartest additions to your daily routine, helping your body stay more flexible, more resilient, and more youthful from the inside out. In the next section, we'll bring everything together and talk about how to create a daily routine that keeps your legs strong, your joints smooth, and your steps confident. Let's move on to the final conclusion. So there you have it, 10 real everyday foods that don't just taste good. They rebuild, restore, and protect your joints from the inside out. We've covered everything from soft-boiled eggs and pumpkin seeds to chicken skin, bone broth, sardines, and even aloe vera. Some are rich in collagen, some help your body produce more of it, and others give you the minerals and enzymes needed to lock collagen into place where it matters most, in your knees, your ankles, and your hips. And here's the beautiful part. No medications, no expensive supplements, no gimmicks, just real food, real science, and real results. If you're someone who wakes up stiff, or you struggle with swelling in your legs by the end of the day, or your knees complain every time you stand up from a chair, your body may simply be missing the building blocks it once made naturally. The good news? You can put them back in, one bite at a time. But remember, it's not about perfection. It's about consistency. You don't need to eat all 10 foods every day. Just start with 1 or 2. A soft cooked egg for breakfast, a spoonful of gelatin in your tea, a handful of pumpkin seeds in your salad. Small habits build powerful changes over time. And if you're wondering which food to try first, maybe pick the one that's new to you, something you've never considered before. You might be surprised how much your joints appreciate it. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these collagen-rich foods are you going to try this week? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one. And if you found this video helpful, go ahead and click that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We've got plenty more practical, science-backed tips coming your way, all designed with you in mind. Because your legs, your joints, and your health deserve better than just getting by. Let's give them the fuel they need and take every step forward with strength.